I always go to Auntie's by train. Stockport used to be a place when she worked in the salon. Now I know it only as a station, a toothless gap between trains, a hole between a coach passing on and a concrete platform. They're trying to make it somewhere. Plastic frog statues, cafes, benches. But all I find is distances between suits and skateboards, my house and her house, the ones between her thought and speech, the spoon's long haul from plate to mouth. Only when I stand up to leave her, I turn round to see her blow a kiss, which fills up every inch of the room, the town, my stop-start journey back.
Aim for It by Lucy Jones. Busy times through the day, not realising years passed away. So many different things to do, putting it off as something next year to do. Taking a minute to think, looking around, gone in a blink. But no, not yet. We shall not worry or fret. There's still time. At any age, we're still in our prime. We can do anything sublime. Just take a breath. Don't live in fear of life and death. Take each day as it comes. March out there with positive drums. Say to yourself, you're a winner, even if you're starting out as a beginner. All you can do is try, because in the end, you've already reached your target high. The light will always be lit, as long as you aim for it, because everyone is a winner. Thank you.
History of water. Water sank my father's ship moments after rescue. Water spilled me into noise and light and love. Water was sprinkled to kindle a belief. Water challenged me to ride the wave's acceptance. Water invades me at my invitation. Water feeds me. I am a guest of water. Who owns a river? Pretentious. Claims of fencers, water bailiffs, warning signs. Trout, mayfly, dipper, crow's foot and kingcups inscribe their precious bylaws. Graffiti falls from anarchic clouds. Water has no title deeds, runs defenceless. The dipped hand in this river, here, before word and name, here, then and now. River Song. The held note of this river cannot be heard unless you kneel upon the bank, lower your head to within the finger's length, and wait. The held note of this river may be the pause between the breaths of an infant in sleep profound, a bow poised above strings, vibration of a spider's web, heads bowed towards the coffin. The held note of this river is molecular, contained, until it knows you give attention. Concentrate as if a tongue-tied child strives to bring the painful weight of words to lips. The held note of this river carries a message which only you can write, and then, and only then, will it release its music.
Today I will wear orange. Today I will wear orange. Why? Orange will enhance defiance. Orange will give me strength to glance at my surroundings. Orange will make me brave. Orange will help me behave as I wish, not as I must. As that is wrong. That is unjust. Orange is loud. Orange is proud to be individual. To sing, to dance, enhance my life in ways I'd never dreamt. Orange can give me confidence. Orange can give me wealth like my imagination could never imagine. Not as a possession, but as a lesson in freedom. But what is freedom? Freedom is not to fear, not to feel cold and empty, not to feel almost or nearly. Freedom is to rejoice, have voice to utter words denied as you cried bitter tears when you wore black. For black is subdued, black is hollow, black is angry, black is beastly. Black can cover every colour you possess. That is, unless you find strength. Black is contempt at your attempt to wear orange, for black is a dictator, not a creator of freedom. Black can try to deny orange, but orange is power. Orange can devour black, but only if you are brave enough to accept. As orange is the colour of survival, orange heralds the arrival of freedom. So today I will wear orange.
Overblowing. Where it's hung on the wall now, the painting is a palimpsest blur of gallery ghosts. The glasses fragmented reflections of the building, lights and other pictures overlaying the white snow, intricate sheep, spectral wood and shadowed tree. Only the setting sun shines through this interference. It's enough, though, that I want to see more. Enough for me to believe that all I need to do is step through the frame into the field, and I'll feel the snow crackle beneath my feet, a cold sparkle on my face. Everything around a glow of quiet peace. Even the shepherd struggling with his straw bale is about to lay it down, ready for the birth of tomorrow's wonderful new day. I can taste the icy sharpness, fresh snowfall o'erblowing the gallery's wooden floor.
Venice. If you measure Venice by the length of its canals, you have it wrong. You may as well measure a man by his miles of veins. To measure it by the worth of its art is to auction the moon and the stars. To weigh the bundles of the words she's inspired is like shuffling through your grandmother's love letters. To tell its worth in real estate is to miss the point entirely. Counting its 43,000 souls, 120 churches, the number of boats at any one time, the amount of poles in the lagoon, is to reduce everything to rubble. Are we not more than this? The number of bridges we can cross, the height of the towers we build, the knotted web of alleyways we have endured. You may study its past. That millennia and a half would be a beginning. You may think to its future, that slow sinking, and its resolution to save itself. You might consider its life, the Venetians and the tourists, and those who work to make it happen. But is not a city more than the sum of all these things? It is the confines of water, the air we breathe, the rain that falls, and the sun that lights the sky.
Switch off the noise. No escaping deprivation, stuck in slurry pit of hell. Death would offer great salvation from this savage place I dwell. Screams of mortal desperation, panicked anguish soils my ears. Hand grenades explode on impact, bravest men reduced to tears. Blackened air becomes invaded by the putrid stench of death, penetrating my whole being as I gasp for every breath. A maze of trenches, once protecting, now reduced to slime and mud, turned into grave of epidemic, redemption for life's given blood. Diseases, death and malnutrition, annihilation at its worst, atrocities are nauseating, ordinary folk are cursed. Cooties biting, no escaping, marauding all within their sight. Relentlessly they keep pursuing through the day and through the night. Asphyxiating air now hovers, battled weary soldiers lost, stumbling over bodies lifeless. Is this really worth the cost? Apocalyptic scenes they've witnessed, crimes against morality, belligerent mayhem, so traumatic, brutal threads of humanity. It may be many years ago, but still the sounds I hear, the terrors, panic, and the gunshot all ring out so very clear. Fear in the eyes of falling comrades, knowing they will not survive, emblazons guilt on those still standing, barely breathing, but alive. Please don't pretend you understand me. You cannot know the way I feel. Familiar sounds which I hear daily are all constant, grotesque, real. All I ask is one small favour. Switch off the noise for just one night. These nightmares, they are so destructive, a mental battle hard to fight.
Mosaic by Frank McMahon. 1. I held my breath as she braced the tiny stone on a block of wood between two long and supple fingers, lifted the heavy hammer axe on a perfect arc, and brought it down one exactly angled blow to smooth the ruckled surface. 2. Eagle-beaked, twin-headed hammer, razor-edged, tempered steel on a hardwood haft, rests on a trunk of oak in the pupil's room. It would look more at home in a climber's hand, scaling a wall of ice, than here, where a scatter of stone and rock waits to be shaped to fit mosaic patterns. 3. Practice, practice, practice to master the precision of angled strikes, where one false stroke could sever fingertips. 4. Learn the qualities of stones, text, potential for longevity. Immerse yourself in colours, blend art and craft, and teamwork. 5. A rainbow waterfall spills downwards and floods across the floor. Guernica hangs on an outside wall. 6. Cross-legged in the ancient church, she sifts for shape and palette, tests for the millimetric fit, sets tesserae in a bed of stucco. Hour after hour, until the old saint can rest, restored, faith and mastery combined.
Bitter.
I was built in 1763 to provide safe passage across the sea, bringing ships into Liverpool port, vessels in danger of being caught on treacherous sandbanks in the night. I was the beacon, the guiding light, a tapering tower of strength was I, reaching 110 feet high, built by the men from the harbour board of Liverpool docks. I was one of 4, and 2 of my keepers were ladies fair, with collars of lace and combs in their hair. Now I'm alone with the wind and the wave, no lantern, no keeper, and no ships to save. I was built of brick, the very first one, with a spiral staircase second to none. 130 steps that wind up to the top once you could find my lantern burning, shining bright. I was a beacon, a guiding light. A great storm in 1839, with hurricane winds, the worst of all time, sank ships off Liverpool, Wirral and Wales. I couldn't save one soul from these gales. Bodies bodies and wrecks were tossed on the rocks. My keeper John Jones fell ill with the shock. Now I'm alone with the wind and the wave. No lantern, no keeper, and no ships to save. Now I'm alone with the wind and the wave. No lantern, no keeper, and no ships to save. My first lady keeper was poor John's wife. She nursed him, but sadly he lost his life. So Anne soldiered on and she kept the flame burning for years in her husband's name. And Joan's a woman of strength and might. She was my beacon, my guiding light. My second, a widow, Elizabeth, was helped by young Rose and Mary Beth. Her family worked hard, many girls and boys. These walls sang with laughter, chatter and noise. Elizabeth toiled till her hand of fate snuffed out my fire in 1908. Now I'm alone with the wind and the wave. No lantern, no keeper, and no ships to save. Now I'm alone with the wind and the wave. No lantern, no keeper, and no ships to save. Now I'm alone with the wind and the wave. No lantern, no keeper, and no ships to save.